While we were diligently telling you the absolute truth about the actual real state of the dynamic real estate market in beautiful Northern Cyprus, our eager colleagues were promising you the entire world, enthusiastically telling you incredibly sweet stories about precisely how you could make good money very quickly and quite easily. Of course, these fabricated, made-up stories are much more appealing and attractive than the harsh reality, than the unvarnished truth. And consequently, many of you unfortunately believed them and ultimately paid the significant price for your own foolishness and regrettable greed. In this video, I will tell you about what kind of... You absolutely must not believe such promises, and I will tell you where you really should invest to be guaranteed to make a profit. Be sure to watch this video until the end. At the end, I will tell you what to do if you have already made a wrong investment, believed the wrong people, and found yourself in a difficult situation. I will explain how to get out of that investment without losses and still make a guaranteed profit. Every day, we are approached by real estate buyers who say, yes, we saw your YouTube channel, we saw your website, we saw those offers, but we bought from others because they promised us that in 3, 4, or 6 months we would make money. Okay, go ahead and make your profit. No, they say we can't pay for these properties. We had money for the first payment, but now we can't keep up with the installment payments. They're going to take away our property and we'll lose our money because we violated the terms of the contract and can't pay. Please help us sell it. What's the mistake in this approach? Who are our real estate buyers? They are so-called end buyers who will actually live in these properties, those who buy as an investment to make money from long-term or short-term rentals, and those who buy at the initial stage, at the start of sales, and then when the property is built, resell it at a higher price and profit from it. The question is, your property into which you invested your savings and made the first payment. This property is still just a project. Construction hasn't even started yet. Or maybe construction has only just begun and it's still a long way off. Years will pass before it's completed, connected to utilities, and buyers can move in. So the question is, which of the 3 categories mentioned above might need this property? No one, because you can't live in it, it doesn't even exist yet. You can't rent it out and make money from it for the same reason. And a new investor won't buy it from you just so you can profit. They'll go directly to the developer, to a new project, and buy at the launch stage. That would be the right investment strategy for them. Do you often get approached by... No, absolutely not. Neither one nor the other. They just say, do you deal with resale properties? Yes, we do. Will you take on selling our property? Yes, we will. Go ahead and sell it. We want this much money for it. We ask, but who can we sell this to? The sellers of these resale properties say, you know, we just don't have the money to keep paying, so we're forced to sell now. Please help us any way you can. And we ask, but how did you get into this investment if you didn't have the money to begin with? And some of them had actually contacted us before. We can see in our database that these people reached out to us but ended up buying elsewhere. They say, well, we were promised that if we just put in this 30% down payment, in a few months we could resell and double our money. We put in 30,000 and in a few months, 6 months at most, we'll get 60,000 back. But that's just not how it works. If it did, we would be doing it ourselves. But that's not how it works. Our business strategy is always to tell our clients the truth, no matter how unattractive it may seem, because we came to this market seriously and for the long term. We have been working for over 20 years and we have sold more than 5,000 properties. It's important to us that our future and the future of our clients is cloudless. If you don't want to deal with problems later on, I suggest you don't create them in the first place. And from the very beginning, work with responsible professionals. You can find out more about the services our company provides on our company's website via the link in the description of this video. Of course, the property itself matters, but even more important than the property is the region where it is located. We've already had videos where I talked about the fact that there are different regions. No matter what the economic situation is in the world or in the real estate market of Northern Cyprus, investors in these regions are guaranteed to lose money. I explained why, and this is something that really awaits us in the coming years. Many people will be unpleasantly surprised. It is impossible to sell these tens of thousands of properties, 99% of which were purchased by investors and not end buyers, due to the specifics of these regions. And we have more than one such region. Plus, buyers were purchasing with their last money. They were buying when they didn't have the full amount to pay for the entire property, but only enough for the first payment. They were counting on a quick resale. Like that never happens. When investing, you need to plan for the long term. If you manage to sell and make a profit quickly, that's great, but in any case, you should plan for a long-term investment. And they also didn't think through an exit strategy for their investments. What will happen if there's a crisis in the market or if there's some global force majeure? How will they exit this investment? They didn't consider who they would sell through because they should have made the purchase, specifically through those who would later handle the resale and take responsibility for it. Another mistake was that they took on all the responsibility themselves when they should have shifted it to others and even insured against that responsibility, and so on and so forth down the list. We've talked about all of this in our previous videos. By the way, our company takes full and complete responsibility for any and all issues that may arise concerning for the legal processing of transactions as well as for our buyers' profits. You know that we are currently investing in a significant project where the developer explicitly guarantees a substantial 150% profit on the total invested money upon its eventual resale. In addition to this, there is also a guaranteed rental income for 25 years, starting at 7.5% per annum, and this interest rate will be reviewed every 3 years. With the possibility of an increase, this is all specified in the purchase agreement. And as an additional safeguard, our company has insured each of our buyers' transactions for 400,000 euros. So there is our legal guarantee, there is the developer's guarantee specified in the purchase agreement, and there is also a guarantee provided by the insurance company. What could be better than spreading the responsibility across several other parties and being guaranteed to make money? If you also don't want to take on unnecessary responsibility, give this video a like. If you've already found yourself in such a situation, if you've already invested money in real estate and now can't keep up with the payments and you don't know what to do, come to us. We have a specific offer for you, one where you are guaranteed not to lose your money and are guaranteed to make a profit. You will receive a guaranteed return. And if you're still just considering it, if you have a small amount of money, say 30 to 40% of the property's value, and you're thinking about how to use it, under no circumstances should you invest in these questionable properties hoping to make a profit in 3 to 5 months. It's better to come to us. We have a special program for you with guaranteed income, where again, all the risks will be on us and will be fixed in a separate investment agreement.